Welcome to Maple Grove High School for Northwest Suburban Conference Boys Soccer. A good rivalry matchup here. The Champlin Park Rebels coming in right at the 500 mark against second-ranked Maple Grove. The Crimson staying undefeated to this point at 9-0. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox along with Sig Ligry. And Sig, these teams, no strangers, play every year, but also have been playing the last couple seasons in section play in section championship games. Maple Grove's been coming out on top, but all of these games have been very close, and we look for a pretty good one here today, despite the records being a little bit different.
Yeah, the records doesn't show how close they are. Most of the games they play have been within one goal, so they do know each other. They are comfortable with where they are, so it should be a good matchup.
Champlin Park hasn't been at full strength too many games so far this year. They've had some injuries, they've had some suspensions, just a little bit of mixture of things that, I think when they put it all together, they've got a chance to be a pretty good team again. It's a newer group, and again, they haven't had quite the success as they maybe had been used to having these last couple of years, but I don't think anybody views them as a pushover kind of team.
Not at all. Not at all. You're talking to Maple Grove coach before the game. He knows how good this side usually is, and he knows how intense the coach is.
And for the Crimson, I mean, they've been a good program for a long time, but they've really moved up these last couple of years. State runner-up last year, they're undefeated right now. They have just gotten to a level where their depth in their program year after year has become something to really watch.
It is. They've been staying healthy. They've been growing as a team. They've been bringing in newer players and getting them as part of the team to gel. So they have an outstanding program going.
Let's talk key players to look at in this evening's contest, starting with the visiting Rebels, and one of their guys who's been able to put some things on the board for them so far is one of their seniors, Kafima Sano. And already with 7 goals, and that seems to be something they've always had, as some dangerous guys up front, guys with a little bit of speed, and that's somebody that you have to watch for.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be someone to keep an eye on.
And for Maple Grove, we're going to talk about one of their seniors as well, a guy who gets it done in the midfield, and Ike Duell. You see a nice number of assists for Ike, and one of the guys that game after game, year after year, you've been able to count on him making plays for you, and it looks like that's continuing this season as a senior.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at 6 assists, is pretty good. That means he's seeing where his teammates are, and he gets the ball into a dangerous position to get that assist number up high there.
The news came out that the Crimson will be leaving the Northwest Suburban for the Lake starting next school year, but for right now, this is still a key matchup in the NWSC. Stay tuned, soccer. Crimson and Rebels up next on CCX.
At Topline Financial Credit Union, we love getting to be part of our members' big moments. Whether it's making home improvements, going to school, building a business, or even getting married. An interest-only home equity line of credit with payments as low as $50 per month can help you get there. It's just one of the ways we're helping our members on their financial journeys. Become a Topline member and let us be a part of yours, because connected, we all do better.
And welcome back. This is Crimson territory here, as is Maple Grove hosting Champlin Park. Rebels coming off a couple of home losses in a row against Totino Grace and Andover to drop them to the 500 mark. Meanwhile, Maple Grove, as we said, rolling along at 9-0. 3 straight shutouts, too, over pretty decent teams, too, with Totino Grace, Armstrong, and Park Center in their last 3. So they have been solid all along. You see temperatures still in the 80s. We were looking at the strong possibility of storms earlier, but crossing our fingers, it seems like that may have kind of missed this area. So hoping that we stay as is. Still maybe unseasonably warm a little bit here for this time of year. And we are underway. Maple Grove's in black, Champlin Park's in white, as it's boomed down into the Rebel zone and booted out of play. We've got a young keeper for Champlin Park, Drew Yeager, who's a freshman, has stepped in and played all their games so far this year. And Brady Hicks telling us you know, at times maybe a little bit tentative as a young guy, but they definitely like his ability, and they think he's going to,
Right.
you know, has a chance to be a very long-term starter in this program.
Yeah, I think he's going to grow into that role pretty easily. Here comes the Rebels.
That pass deflected as Kambangsuk tried to get it ahead. And Maple Grove able to win it, and here they come up the left side. Sent out there for Gavin Chabika. Finding Everett Johnston. Tried to strut between a couple. Kambangsuk ended up taking it for CP. And there was Owen Bersham getting a piece of that one, and now Maple Grove will quickly look to counter. Will Sarkala receiving it out wide. Back to Frank Miller, lining this one up and serves one in. Sent out front, and the keeper Yeager coming out after it. Defender was kind of caught in a little bit of an in-between spot there and wasn't sure what to do with that first ball.
Yeah, he was in no man's land.
Yeager will put his foot to it here. Off the header of Trey Jones, and now here comes Sano. Ooh.
Wow.
Miller coming up with a hard tackle there. And it'll be scooped up by Luke Steen, the Maple Grove keeper. He's split time with Xander Waldrum this year. Steen, a junior. Miller working it over to Sarkala. Good movement here, circling back is Chabika. And now sent ahead to Gannon Ferens. Gets a step on the outside as he did battle with Elijah Stiles. It will be a goal kick here for Champlin Park.
Good defense that time, getting back there and stopping any kind of a play and forcing the goal kick.
Yeager getting set to boot this one again. Trapped down there by Murdoch Rothermel. Ooh, dangerous back pass there. Chabika almost got to it. Now eventually Crimson able to send one back in. But not for long. Sano getting it out of there. Tapped over to Sano. And jabbed away as the Crimson able to get the turnover forced with Miller. Boy, Maple Grove precise with their passing here.
Yeah, they're right on target.
Miller will use Sarkala out wide again here. Just kept that one in. Banged ahead here as the Rebels try and counter with Trey Jones dropping the pass back and then sent up by Nathan Ruelas. Miller knocks it out, throw for Champlin Park. Ruelas triggering in for Sano, but Miller up for the header. Rebels get it right back though. Chabika sending Johnston.
3-on-2.
Ferren stepping to the middle, turns, fires, and he scores! Hooked it around the keeper, Yeager. Smart play in terms of placement there. He didn't crush the ball, but he put it kind of against the grain back across the front of the goal mouth, and Yeager overcommitted just a little bit and couldn't get back to defend that corner. And it's 1-0 Crimson.
It was a nice play set up just perfectly. As you said, just got the keeper a little bit off center and buried the ball just inside the far goal post.
Chabika on the move. Miller stepping up with it here. A battle for it, and Rebels able to win it. So no pass got behind Jones, but we're going to have a trip call there against Solon Gamachis of Maple Grove. Another look at this goal. Watch as Farron's number 19 turns and rolls that one home.
You see it again, nice shot, just past the keeper.
Be his 7th goal of the season. So just over 4 minutes in, Maple Grove converting on really the first good chance of the game for either team and take this 1-0 lead. Gamachis looking out, Sarkala, return pass, and then a takeaway though. Nice job by Jones for Champlin Park. Then he gets the pass back. Stepped on the ball there. It was Rothermel. Gamachis looking out to the left. Farron's able to run this one down. And then jabbed away from Gamachis there. And we will have a throw, I believe, for Maple Grove. Or is it a free kick?
I think it's a free kick.
No, looks like it will be a throw.
It's a throw.
They've been letting him play. There have been a few that I've been a little surprised we didn't see called so far. So be something to keep an eye on. Here's it, bounces right in. They tried a bicycle kick, but that'll be a dangerous kick attempt there. As Carlson brought his foot up right near a defender's mug. Jones shielding that ball, but then knocked away and then taken back though by the Rebels, and then it's out off of the Crimson. It'll be a throw here for Champlin Park. Ruelas will trigger it in here for Champlin Park. Gamachis drops it for Duel, and he'll keep it moving. Gonna come back to Bersham and then around for Miller. Duel's pass eventually taken there as he tried to go to Sarkala. Miller read that one and got to it, and he's going to play back to his keeper, Steen. And he'll give it right back to Frank Miller. Cross to Bersham. You can see they're all planning to use all 11 guys in terms of working the ball up even in the keeper.
They do.
And not afraid to go D to D across the field. Volleyed ahead there, Ruelas getting a piece of it, and then Stiles with the header, but the Crimson able to get it back. Gamachis stepping in. He shoots a one-hopper and off the body of Yeager, and then he'll grab it up. Kind of seeing the game start to flow Maple Grove's way here. I mean, besides just getting that goal.
Yeah, they're moving the ball, they're possessing it, and they're attacking the Rebel players when they have the ball.
Throw here for Champlin Park. Knocked away there from Sano. Carlson gets it back here.
Good transition.
Yeah, that one broken up though as Sam Feuerborn able to break it up for the Rebels. Now Sano and Jones controlling. Miller read that one and picked it off, and he's going to use his keeper again here, Steen. Thing you notice about Maple Grove too, no hesitation.
No.
They know where the ball's going to go almost immediately, and it just makes everything play faster.
It also makes it a little bit more difficult to defend against them.
Parker Carlson dropping it back to Duel, and he'll swing it left side. Colin Ames coming up to meet it. A little bit behind Duel, and he'll let it roll over to Miller, and now restarting with Duel. Carlson getting it ahead. Return pass was intercepted, though. Nice work defensively for Champlin Park. And Sano then was met. Sarkala. Gamachi's pass then intercepted. They play it on to the foot of Sano. Jones then had his pass picked off by Parker Carlson. Gamachi's going to go back with it to Bersham. Then to the outside. That one a giveaway as Kambangsuk was right there to take it.
Yeah, that was kind of uncharacteristic.
Yeah, one of the few blatant mistakes they've made so far here. Sano trying to beat Miller, and he got around him. Sano crossing it with the left foot and jabbed out of there. Good job defensively by Ames to get back after a pretty good move by Sano. Freed him up with a little space for that pass. Chip to the front and short hopper. Rebound is loose. Sano volleying it in the air. Defender gets to it, and then the keeper, next opportunity, Steen able to lunge over and grab it. So Champlin Park with its first big pressure almost tied it up. Really a couple of plays where it looked like there was a chance that one might go in. Defender saving one, and then Steen got back into the play to keep it out. But Rebels showing they've got some dangerous guys as well.
Yes, they do.
Fierborn getting it over there to Jamelia Fondo. Sent right up the middle here. Miller's going to watch it go all the way back to Steen.
And he distributes.
Miller will swing it back across. Greg Leininger, we've known him for a long time, and all, he's always a worrier a little bit. He said, we haven't been tested, like really pressured that much, which is a good thing, I guess, but
right.
You want to see how your team can stand up to that. And he said most of the games so far, we've kind of been having the better play, which, again, you don't say is a bad thing, but he was looking forward to a good challenge tonight. And we saw that Rebels getting an opportunity a couple minutes back. Headed out of play, another throw coming for Maple Grove here. 1-0 Crimson our score. We're just about 13 minutes into half number one. The girls game will be on CCX as well between the Rebels and Crimson. Bill Hupp will join Sig for the girls contest here. High cross there, and it's popped up in the air. Crimson get it back with Sarkala. He might have had a little bit of a chance to go to a net there, and he passed it up.
Yeah, I thought he was going to swing that left foot around.
Sano stepped on the ball there. Things getting physical. Sano got the better of that one and dropped it back to Yafondo. And he tries to play direct up the middle there. It's going to bounce all the way to Steen, and again giving it to Miller. Miller across to Bersham, and he's going to look long up that left side. Ferens will intercept that clearing attempt. Oops, but then he had a miss hit. It'll be a throw for the Rebels. And they were going to sub. That's the reason for the stop there. First sub coming in, Max Dorn will come on for Champlin Park. We talked about it earlier in the week when we had a game, so it's still quite warm out, which I would guess would lead to a little more substituting than we might normally see, especially at this point in the season.
Yeah, the other thing we've seen a lot of in the last couple of games is cramps.
There's the Crimson Brain Trust there, Justin Turner in the beard, and Mohammed Saeed, and the other head coach, Greg Leininger. We were talking and kidding a little bit with Greg about joining the Lake Conference, which is going to be a good step up. And he said, what do you mean, Jay? You don't think we can win in that league? I said, you know better than that. But, I mean, I think it's fair to say that the records may not be as good for Maple Grove teams across the board. I'm not speaking just about soccer, but just in other sports as well. You know, you're going to be facing the Wayzatas, Edinas, Eden Prairies, certainly Minnetonka, got to put it in that category. Not that you can't beat those teams, obviously. Maple Grove is stepping more and more toward that area. And it's knocked loose, but then the rebound is free. Rebels couldn't get a real good crack at it as Steen got his left hand up to knock that free kick away, but then it was still in a dangerous spot for the moment. That pass deflected outside, but Sarkala still gets there to come up and play it.
Well, he came up out of nowhere.
Yeah, he really closed quick on that one. Carlson bumped a little bit, keeps with it. And sent back, Duel trapping it down. Sarkala will leave it for Gamachis, and that one picked off by Jones. Crimson get it right back though.
It had been winning those 50-50s.
Yeah, and they've covered up for mistakes pretty quickly most of the time too. When they have had a turnover, they seem to be able to read it and get it back.
Yeah, I think we saw one that was kind of but you're right, they recovered quickly. They have a lot of speed.
Yeah, and they've got, I mean, it just feels like they have a little bit of everything too. They've got depth across the positions. They've got, you know, size here and there, and just good overall skill. They're not somebody that's built on one superstar or whatever, but just a good overall team.
Yeah, they seem to mesh together really well. You can tell that by their passing, because they pass the ball where the teammate is going to be. And here they come again.
Sarkala on the move. And gave that one away. And almost had it back, but we play on. As I mentioned, they've been pretty physical, and they've let quite a few go. I mean, you can tell this official is okay with a pretty physical brand of soccer. Got a Maple Grove player down on a knee, and AR bringing the flag up to get the attention of our center referee is hobbling over toward the bench is Sarkala. Ben Hallberg will come in to replace him. I think Sarkala took the opportunity to say, didn't you see why I was down?
Yeah.
Steen will boot this one away here for Maple Grove. 1-0 lead for the Crimson. Gannon Farrens getting the opening goal of the night just over 4 minutes in for Maple Grove. Champlin Park had a real good opportunity about 10 minutes ago, and Crimson scrambled to keep it out. Sent up the middle. There's Miller picking that one off. Nice step up there by Ruelas. And now here come the Rebels. Kambansa keeps that ball moving. Jones running onto it.
Still has it now. Oh, I thought it was going to cross, but
got past the first two defenders, and then help arrived, and Jones is shaken up there as again, and there's a fairly physical takeaway there. Runs up the right side, or left side, excuse me, and knocked away from him. It'll be a throw here for the Crimson. I would say the lesson in this first half for both teams, don't expect a whistle every time you get knocked around a little bit.
No.
And it's been both ways. I mean, I don't think it's been, one team or the other has been way more physical. They've been playing hard. Got just over Everett Johnston's head there.
Well, that's the thing. They're playing hard. We're not seeing any cheap shots or grabbing jerseys and stuff like that. They're just playing really intense.
Subs coming here for Champlin Park, Caleb Early, number 28, and for Maple Grove, 31, Colin Merritt reporting in. Obviously, it's a little different for every team and every coach, but I always feel like if there's somebody that you expect to play a key role in a game, you try to get them a little bit of time in the first half if possible, so they're not sitting around for really long and then you throw them in and expect them to play well. Boy, good hustle there by the Rebels as Miller trying desperately to get that ball out. Picked back up there by Dorn. Dorn got the pass to Sano. And then knocked out. It'll be a throw here for Champlin Park. Ruelas triggering the ball in. And again, knocked out from Sano. It'll be another throw for the Rebels as they've, more and more as the half has gone on, they've at least gotten some offensive zone time. Battle for it. Ruelas trying to win it back. Then Jones had it knocked away. It'll be another Champlin Park throw. Finding Dorn. And the Crimson able to get the takeaway. Duel sending it up for Chabika. Leaving it for Johnston. And he'll keep it rotating out left. Farron's dropping back to Gamachis. And then they work it right back up that left side with Farron's.
You like that left side, don't they?
Cross to Hallberg. He turns and rips it. Whoo, and Yeager had to fight that one off. Deflecting it over the top. It'll be a corner kick for Maple Grove. As I was wondering, it looked like from up here that there was a pretty good angle to get a good rip at it, and Hallberg did exactly that. That had some mustard on it. And Yeager did what he had to do, just tip it over the net. So Crimson getting a corner. Good student section here. Duel will take this corner kick for Maple Grove. Trying to build on a 1-0 lead.
Sends it high and deep, a little bit too deep.
Got up over the top as they were looking for the header for Ames. And a throw here for Champlin Park. Gamachis sending it across there, and big battle for it, and spinning out of there with it is Hallberg. See if he gets another shot attempt away. He does. Let's see if this was deflected. It's going to be a goal kick, and again, things getting a little physical as he took that shot. I think the Rebels felt like he might have got away with one when he was shooting, or excuse me, fighting for the ball initially.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Referee didn't call anything or advantage, so good hustle that time.
Jones had it knocked away. Toure in there now for Maple Grove 49. Kept alive, back for Toure. Nope, I guess it went over the line. It'll be a goal kick here for Champlin Park. Carter Mast is going to report in here for Maple Grove.
Good look there at number 17, Johnston. He went down, came right back up again.
I would guess, too, with Maple Grove having not only a lot of wins, but a few of them by a few goals, they're probably able to, get your bench guys some time, too, and that just sort of builds for the future, both, later this year, but even into the next years when you're able to work some subs in and get some meaningful game time.
Yeah, it makes a difference. There's a inadvertent trip, nothing called.
Sano coming back to meet it. They'll give it to Yafondo. Trying to go up the middle with that one, and now Duel. Playing it to the outside, Colin Merritt. Leaving it for Hallberg. And got away from him, though. It'll be a throw for Champlin Park. They're going to make a substitution now as Rothermo will come back in. And that one was hit by Roylis, and throw here for Maple Grove is Hallberg. That one didn't go so well as they trade unforced errors there. Roylis' throw headed by Miller. Now Toure. Stepping to his left, created a little space and gets it over to Ames. Gonna serve one in there, but knocked out. Bersham up to meet it, and then Ames with the header. Rebels couldn't clear. Now they will, as drilled upfield by Stiles. Miller back there waiting for it.
And again, nice ball movement.
And good spacing too. I mean, it's a key that you present yourself with a good pass where people can do it with confidence, not being worried that you're too bunched up or not at a good angle. Yeager comes out to grab that one. Yeager directing his guys up a little bit as he puts his foot to it. 13 and a half minutes to go in the first half. Still 1-0 Maple Grove.
And it could have easily have been 1-1.
Yeah, they've really only had, Maple Grove speaking, I mean, they've continued to play well, but they've really only had the one real good chance after that goal, that shot that was deflected over the net by the keeper Yeager. Now here comes a pass out front. And let's see, this one's going to be a corner. It went off the defender. Couldn't get a shot away on that crossing pass, but it did hit Maple Grove player and then up off the body of the defender to give the Crimson another corner as Ike Duel will take it. Last time he looked for the far top of the box.
He went a little bit deep last time. Now it's going to be low and
right into the middle, and this one popped up in the air and will go up and over the net. Goal kick upcoming here, but pretty good opportunity there as he put that ball into the middle of everyone. And that's the thing, and from that range, if you're able to get clean contact on it, it's going to be very tough to stop.
Yeah, I think they had the right idea. They had the ball lower and faster. Just couldn't quite make contact on it.
Sent long here and grabbed up by Steen. That's one difference between the teams. You see Champlin Park has really gone direct up the middle more often to try and spring a forward. Maple Grove has continued to move the ball side to side a little bit more.
Yep, and they prefer the left side. It's just a matter of what you're comfortable with.
Yeager is going to drop this one over to Stiles. And he will drive it upfield. First there, though, was Carter Mast. Ames will chip it with that left foot. Toure trapping it down nicely. And distributing it outside, and that's going to be another corner kick. That was definitely by design, as Ferentz realized he didn't have much room to do too much else with that one, and he just banged it out off of Stiles to give his team a corner kick. That's a smart play. Colin Merritt will take it from that side.
Let's see if they keep it low and hard this time again.
Curving it toward the net. Yeager punching that one away.
two good plays there. Nice placement of that corner kick, and Yeager came out and punched it out of the way.
Headed off the field again by the Rebels. It'll be a throw for Maple Grove. You talked about that in past games. You hate to keep giving up too many corner kicks because those are ready-made opportunities for a good team.
Yes, they are. Yeah, we've always maintained that the most dangerous opportunities come from set plays.
Yeah, and especially with teams that are relatively evenly matched. It's not that easy to generate things just out on the field of play, but you give yourself off of free kicks and corner kicks is when you kind of get a built-in opportunity. Barron's running it down. That pass deflected, so they'll regroup again. Going to swing it way across. Mast will give it to Miller. Oh, and Sano goes down. The Crimson fans love that one. He was trying to read that and jump in front of it, and he kind of turned his foot a little bit.
Yeah, I think he rolled over his thigh.
And it'll be a throw here for Maple Grove. Long throw in toward Toure, and Yeager will come out to grab it for the Rebels. He's played well so far. They've gotten one past him. He's made a couple good saves as well. Flicked over toward Dorn. Dorn waiting for help and drops it back here. Early, finding Rothermel. Tries to sneak that one through the middle with the left foot. Knocked down, and now we'll have a foul call here against Champlin Park's Yafando. Boy, we have not had many fouls called in this first half.
No, that's the first foul called against the Rebels. Crimson have 3. Which is kind of amazing when you consider how aggressive both teams have been. Like that.
Knocked ahead. Pushed to the outside there, and Ames will come back and play it to his keeper. Then he tried to give it back to Ames, but it didn't quite connect. And a little bit of hustle by Sano kind of helped force that one, I think. There's one I think that Steen would like to have to do over again as the Rebels get it back. And that'll be a trip call against the Crimson. Free kick coming here for Champlin Park.
About 25 yards out. At a pretty decent angle. Waiting for everybody to get set up, and here we go.
Chip to the front, and this will be a corner, I believe. No, it's going to be a goal kick. It was off a Rebel. As Sano getting up in the middle of that pack. Chabika and Ben Poland coming in for Maple Grove here for the home stretch of this first half, as we're just under 7 minutes remaining in the half. Still 1-0 Maple Grove, our score. Crimson kind of controlling things early. Champlin Park, though, has come back and even things out a little bit. I mean, I think it's fair to say Maple Grove still had the better play overall, but...
Well, they certainly had the advantage for possession.
Goal kick here for Champlin Park, as that crossing pass was out of play before it was scooped up by Yeager. Stiles knocking it ahead. Rothermel will play it back. Headed into the middle there, and now Duel will loft one ahead. Yeager, a bit of a run to go to his right to get to that one. little dangerous there, and Yeager back into the net as Merritt had an opportunity. Then another try. Here's Ike Duell. He'll leave it out for Ferens. That pass blocked, and it's going to be offside. Oh.
Boy, that was almost a major disaster.
Yeah, Yeager didn't make the best of choices there, I don't think, and it almost resulted in a goal. Turned and slid it over to a defender with the net wide open.
Yeah, and black jerseys in the area.
Parker Carlson will come back in here for Maple Grove. Off the throw in, and Crimson trying to keep it. This might be offside again here, I think, yes. Driven out toward midfield, but picked off there by Ames. They'll keep it moving to Bersham. Nice step in by Rothermo, but it will be a throw for the Crimson. Colin Ames triggering it in here for Maple Grove. Now Ferens. Here's a shot. Yeager just got his fingertips on it. I think the defender deflected it on the way in, and it changed direction a little bit. And it will be a Maple Grove throw. Another big save there for Yeager. Hallberg will throw it in here. And let's see, this is going to be a corner as Carlson turned and went toward the net. It was knocked away, but out off of the Rebels. So another corner kick for the Crimson here.
Another opportunity. Yeah, like you were saying, Jay, you don't want to give up too many of these.
Carlson with the left foot will try and hook this one in there. Comes low to the short side, knocked out, but Duell will get to it first. They'll return it outside to Pullen, and he'll take a shot, and it goes wide. That one may be a little bit quick to attempt. They could have looked for something a little bit better, I think, right there. It'll be a goal kick for Champlin Park. And we're going to push there, going against the Rebels. It'll be a free kick here for Maple Grove. Well, it wasn't too long ago that I talked about how Champlin Park had kind of evened things out. Now we're starting to see late in this half, yeah, Maple Grove is taking over again.
It's tilting to this side of the field.
Duell will send this one in. Oh, looking for the header. Ball still loose.
They had about 5 players.
And Yeager was kind of caught in no man's land there. He wasn't sure how far out he should come. And if they'd been able to really get to that ball cleanly, I think there could have been trouble for the Rebels. And knocked away there by Sano. And Miller gets in, and both guys go down on a hard collision. Sano looks like he's hurt. And then a foul eventually called on Champlin Park. And Sano gets up. Looks like he'll be all right. Carlson will watch it go out of play. Throw for Maple Grove. Under a minute to play now in this first half. Hallberg almost had a steal, but instead Kambangsuk playing it ahead. Sano back to meet it. Looking out to the outside, but Ames is going to get there first. Nice turn with that one. Ooh, but then Chabika gave it away nearly, but he got it back. Chipped ahead up the left side here. See if this one will stay in play, and no, not quite. Bangsuk got that pass ahead. Play it back from Miller. Dorn pursuing him. Now the final seconds. Can Sano get an opportunity? Miller getting a tackle there as the half will come to an end here at Maple Grove. A physical first half. Crimson striking early. That guy again, and Farron's getting a goal. 1-0 Maple Grove at the half. First half highlights and stats, and then our second half of soccer up next here on CCX.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
Wow, we've got a great student section on hand here for this soccer action. Maple Grove leading Champlin Park by a score of 1-0 here at halftime of the boys' game. And the goal came quite early on in the contest. As you get a look here, first Everett Johnston possessing, drops it over, and watch Farron's stepping to his right, and then he kind of curves the ball around back and just past the diving keeper, Drew Yeager. That came about 4:13 into the contest. Again, it's not always about how hard you kick it, it's placement, and he put it in a great spot to sneak it past. Yeah, as you can look at the stats, showing that Maple Grove's definitely had the better of it.
Yeah, they've had more possession, more activity. Got 1 goal, 7 shots, 3 on goal, 6 fouls and 4 corners for the Rebels. No goal, 2 shots, 1 on goal, and 1 foul and no corners.
So we'll see how this second half shakes out. It's been a physical first half. They've definitely let them play. And Maple Grove showing why they're undefeated, but Champlin Park very much right in this one. Half number 2 is on the way next, and then later it's the girls' game. High school soccer from the Northwest Suburban on CCX Sports.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
Maple Grove leading it 1-0 as we get ready for half number 2. Another pretty big game coming up Saturday for the Crimson, as they'll be hosting a pretty good Andover team on Saturday afternoon, as well as they try and continue this strong start to the 2024 season. I would guess that both teams talked a little bit about, that they're letting us play. Be ready for that in the second half.
Yeah, that's going to be physical.
And I think you have to remind your guys too that don't stop if you think you were fouled, and laying on the field complaining isn't going to do you any good. Even if you feel like you were wronged.
Good look at number 7, Sano. Fun to watch him play.
Yeah, he's generated some things. You know, they've been marking him hard, but he's also, you can see why he's a dangerous guy. He's been able to work some things for the Rebels. And here they go to begin half number 2 as it's sent ahead. Sano heading it outside, Rothermole. Look back with it, Ibrahim. And now Rothermole. Shot attempt knocked down. He'll bring it to Sano. Looking to get a step. And a nice left-footed cross, and then the header just over the top of the net. Wow, it'll be a goal kick. That one developed in a hurry. Great example of the ability of Sano to turn hard and protect the ball. He's physical, got his shoulders out front of the defender. And then that one just turned into a chance like that. Rebels pleading their case. They thought it would have out off Maple Grove, but officials disagreeing, and they will give the Crimson the goal kick. Stiles sending it high in the air. Knocked away from Sano, and now Maple Grove spreading it out a little bit. Miller, they keep it moving up that right side to Sarkala. Taken away though. I mean, it's very early, but a pretty good start for the Rebels here to begin the half.
Yes, it is. They've been pretty aggressive.
Crimson now looking to attack. They keep it rolling left for Duel, but knocked away. And then taken back, though, by Chabika. He fires a rocket, but right into Yeager's body. Chabika intercepting that one and didn't waste any time getting rid of it. Was a little bit more in the middle of the net probably than he was hoping, but still a good opportunity there. I like the fact that he didn't hesitate and just took a quick shot. You know, yeah, it didn't go in and maybe didn't put it exactly where he wanted to, but I think that was the better play to do it quick.
Well, I think you're right. If he'd have waited much longer, he would have been double teamed.
Yeah, you see, you know, teams or individuals, it feels like waiting for the perfect opportunity sometimes in these games, and that's hard to come by. Battle for it here. Rothermole and Duel. Duel getting back to it, and he ends up winning that ball. Gamachis rolls it right now for Sarkala. Carlson stepping to the middle, shooting, but that one denied. Miller will get to it for the Crimson, and it sends it back to Bersham. Bersham pushing it forward, but knocked loose and out of there by Feuerborn. And then Miller sliding over to break that one up, and he's fired up. Rebels still down. That's a no after that collision with Miller. Play goes on though as Maple Grove's got it. Sent across, Sanoa's not gotten up yet. And now we'll get a call.
He's still rolling on the surface. Center up coming over to check on him. Well, he's sitting up.
Had that collision when Miller came over to make that tackle, and Sano pleading his case here that he was fouled.
Trying to get the cobwebs out of his head, but he's moving around, so it looks like he's going to be okay. Then we're going to have a drop ball.
Brady Hicks barking at the official a bit there.
This Coach Hicks.
A little surprised that they're not making Sano come out. I think the game basically stopped because he was down, but they let him stay in. Stiles will send it up. And if you're Sano right now, you're thinking the best way to get back at him would be to score a goal here.
Yes.
Stiles trapping it. Finds Ibrahim and back for Stiles. Job will work it middle of the field here. Yafondo. Keep it rotating here. Champlin Park showing some good passing skill here as well. Kambangsuk. That one deflected though. And a takeaway. Here's Carlson on the move now for Maple Grove. They were kind of bunched up. Now it comes over to Ferens and he looks for Chabika. He's got some space, trying to roll that one in. It might have been a pass, but it'll be a goal kick upcoming for Champlin Park.
Would that look more like a shot than a pass?
Yeah, he might have tried a little too hard to place it in the far corner there. It looked like he could have had an opportunity to really let a hard shot fly. Instead, rolling it toward the corner. Bersham will go to Miller on the right side here for Maple Grove. They lead it 1-0. Got a goal a little over 4 minutes into the first half, and then we've had a good chance or two each way after that, with Maple Grove definitely controlling more of the play overall, but nothing more has gone in at this point.
Yeah, the Champlin Park defense has really come to task after that goal.
Ferens finding Johnston, stepping into the middle. Ooh, and a nice takeaway there. Fuhrborn, but then taken right back by Ames. Ferens will turn and fire. That was somewhat similar to how he scored the goal, but this time unable to hit the net. It'll be a goal kick here for Champlin Park. Yeager booting it out, but Crimson get to it. Johnston trying to get it to the outside, but a nice tackle there by Ruelas. And it will be off of Maple Grove, so a throw here for the Rebels. Nice work up the sideline, but then jabbed loose, but Kambangsuk continues on with it for the Rebels, and now able to find Sano. Sano and Miller have had quite the battle.
And still no foul called.
Lofted ahead here. Yeager taking the pass and looking for Job. Got the ball ahead to Jones. Intercepted, but then Job able to take it back. He gets it to Trey Jones. Jones continues on through traffic. Jones getting the shot, but not a whole lot on it, as Steen able to smother it on the low left-footed shot, but still good work there by Jones and Job.
That was some nice passing.
Champlin Park's playing with more confidence as the game goes on, it seems here. And that'll be a trip called against the Crimson. Duel. So free kick here for Champlin Park as they try and battle back and tie this one up here, trailing at 1-0.
Hey, watch him swinging. Steve, you ready? Yeah, no. Hey, wait, hey, right here, 5. We have an extra. Hey, on the 5. Hey, stop. Hey, stop.
Here it comes.
Chip to the front. Maple Grove is seemingly a little bit bigger team, and most of these headers they've been able to get to first. Ooh, good hustle there by Fondo. Stiles will send it up. A nice interception by Gamachis, and here come the Crimson. Ferentz chipping it over. Chabika! Oops, got underneath that one and lifts it way up over the top. Kind of stubbed his foot a little bit there. And Rebels will put it right back in play.
Well, he really got underneath that one.
Yeah, I got the feeling that he really kind of chunked his, he hit the ground with his foot before he made contact with the ball and just threw everything off. Miller knocking that one down. Ooh, came flying with a header there and put himself in harm's way. He's kind of fearless back there, and he's a physical guy. Job working up the right side for Champlin Park. Slams on the brakes. Rothermel stepping to the middle, but they converge on him. And then Gamachis, good work to get away. Stiles will knock it out. Throw coming for Maple Grove. And subbing in will be Hallberg for Maple Grove. Good game so far here. We're, again, by looking at the records, Maple Grove seemingly a heavy favorite, but Champlin Park is shown up. They're playing well.
They're playing very well. It's a fun game to watch because it's so back and forth. A lot of passing, a lot of contact. Oh, that one a little bit too much contact.
Foul called on the Rebels. I kind of keep expecting that we're going to start to see a few more called, but generally hasn't been the case. And I'm not saying they're wrong calls or wrong non-calls, but I'm just kind of basing it on what we see normally in high school matches. Duel will take this free kick here for the Crimson. Had part of the field in sun and part in shade right now, which can be a little bit of an issue. The keeper at times might be looking at a ball, flying out of darkness into sun. Here's a header. Ooh, and Yeager backing up.
Boy, he had to be careful because he almost backed into the net.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I think actually one of his feet might have been at least right on the line, but the ball, he was out front of him a little bit still. But yeah, he was not far from putting it in himself.
No, I think he had a foot inside, but he kept the ball outside. That's what counts.
Gamachis looking to his right. Carlson will drop it back. And Gamachis surveying the scene here. He'll go around to Ames. Bersham and Miller. If nothing else, tiring Sano out, running after him a little bit there. And that ball headed out of play by Job. We'll get a throw here for Maple Grove.
I have a feeling Sano doesn't know how to be tired.
Ames will take the throw in here. Chabika in a lot of traffic trying to drag it out of there, but Rebels able to break that up and then send out a play. Throw coming again for Maple Grove. Ames will bring it forward now. Trying to go to Chabika, but knocked loose. Ames intercepting that one, but then it's going to be a handball off of Jones. And we'll get a free kick here for Maple Grove. Bersham sending it to Frank Miller. They keep it rotating up that right side. Carlson trying to get a step. It's going to be a corner kick, jabbed away from him. And Maple Grove will get another opportunity off the corner. Nope. Actually, I'm incorrect. Looks like it'll be a goal kick. Thought he signaled out toward the corner, but
Yeah, I think he called offside.
that would explain it. Fairborn, ooh, a little bit of a dangerous one there. Second pass gets to Yafando. Trying to send it up the middle there, but picked off. Chabika had it bounce away from him. Gamachis though to Carlson and right back to Gamachis, and now around Ferentz. Stepping toward the middle, broken up. Duel keeps it rotating. Gamachis gonna chip one. Wanted Chabika there coming up the left side, but didn't quite connect, and it'll be a goal kick here for Champlin Park. But more play stays down on this end. Obviously it limits Champlin Park's opportunities to try and get this one tied up. Ferentz is, I think he might be cramping a little bit. He was down sitting, and now he has to come out. And he wants to keep the pace of the game going, but he just had to get some help to get off there, and I think it's probably a cramp.
Well, that's kind of what we were talking about before. With the weather still so warm, you can get these cramps.
And I think the official telling me not quite far enough off the field for us to be able to resume, so gets a little help, and we'll hop over to the bench. Back into play, Rebels. I don't know about this idea. And there's a steal by Toure. Second time in the game that they've had some ill-fated judgment there on a play like that. Comes to the middle. Here's a shot attempt knocked down. Still not out though. Chabika looking for the corner, and he hits it. Well, you just had the feeling that was going to end up costing Champlin Park if they couldn't get that ball out. And it ultimately does, and Gavin Chabika had enough room to line it up and rip it home. And that'll make it a 2-0 score here for Maple Grove.
Well, that was a pretty goal. Just arced right around the keeper area into the corner.
Fourth of the year for Gavin as you get a look.
Wow, that was nice. That was picture perfect.
He knew where he was going with that one right from the start, and Yeager, you just kind of have to hope you guess right, because he was not going to be able to cover that whole corner. But yeah, the Rebels, I mean, it started out with, and there's Chabika cramping up a little bit too. It started out with just a kind of an ill-fated play again, where you roll in the ball across your own goal mouth.
Right, that's dangerous.
I don't like that. And it didn't lead directly to a goal, but I think it started. Oh, now here's Toure trying to get to it. And he'll be called for the push. So Rebels again kind of, and it was interesting because Coach Hicks talked about that, how they've had a few lapses like that in their own end that have kind of swayed some games.
Yeah, they have the skill set, but then the lack of experience comes in, and you tend to make a mistake here and there. And I think you're right. By crossing the ball over into the goal area, you gave Maple Grove the opportunity to get that offensive set going.
Yeah, and I feel like there's really never a scenario or situation where you'd want to do that. Roll it just right in front of your own net to even to your teammate, even if it feels like there's space. You want to, if you're going to do that, you want it to be out onto a wing a little bit more.
Right.
Kambangsuk carrying it and then drops that pass back. So Rebels now facing a little bit bigger deficit here at 2-0. You've got about 23.5 minutes to try and battle back. And as I talked about earlier, Maple Grove has shut out 3 pretty solid teams in a row here too. We're going to see Totino Grace Saturday. That's one of the teams. We saw Armstrong earlier. They're a pretty decent team. And they're going to have to try and do it again on Saturday against another good one with Andover, but ooh, that'll be a push. Foul call here, and it'll be a free kick for Champlin Park. Dorn trapping it down here. Kambangsuk. And then knocked away, but Kambangsuk able to win it back. He's worked hard here tonight. Dorn stepping into the middle, knocked loose. He gets it back, knocked loose again. Kambangsuk following up. Just a lot of traffic though, maybe a little too much dribbling for a couple different Rebels there in a row. Toure trying to get into the middle. Champlin Park there first though. Stiles has to run that one down, and turnover. Toure leaving it over. Nice play to play it to himself there really by Pollen. Now Toure trying to line it up. Left-footed shot. Oh, he just missed.
Did not miss by much.
Boy, from here, that one kind of looked pretty similar to the one Chabika shot, only this was left foot instead of right, and it just hooked around the outside of the goalpost instead of in. But, ooh, there was another one that Rebels would like to have back, as they gave up a pretty good look at the net. Headed to the outside there by Abraham. It'll be a throw for Maple Grove. Sometimes that second goal going up can kind of take the wind out of your sails a little bit too, and it sort of feels like that for Champlin Park right now. Like they're kind of getting fatigued and maybe a little discouraged.
Well, 1-0 you're not that far behind, so you have the enthusiasm. But 2-0 now you're going uphill.
Duel gets across away, and despite a good effort, it was out as Van Pollen trying to retrieve it but couldn't. Ayu Adekunle will come in now for Maple Grove. Carlson will check out as the Rebels. Yeager will put it back into play. Chipped up field, and Sano trapping it down, and he gains control. Knocked loose by Miller, and he again fired up as he makes that defensive play. Sano getting it back. Dorn cutting it to the middle. Toure, nice step to receive that one. Now sending it ahead. Adekunle. No, he's signaled on.
Okay. I guess when I looked up, it was after the kick.
Yeah, he put the flag down as the ball was kicked. So Miller giving it to Duel. They'll keep it rotating here to Colin Ames. Bersham. Nice ball there to Gamachis. Johnston trying to send it ahead. Oops, that'll be a push in the back. It'll be a free kick here for Champlin Park. Johnston trying to get after that one. Rebels win the race though. Kambangsuk moving upfield, finds Dorn. Ames blocked it though, and now the Crimson force the turnover. Gamachis leaving it for Duel. Deflected by the defender, but Paul unable to get back to it.
I think in the last 7 or 8 minutes, Maple Grove has been able to really possess the ball and not give Champlin Park an opportunity to move.
Duel putting a nice ball onto the foot of Adekunle,
Whoa.
and then the stop. Here they come again. Miller knocking it down. Yeah, if you're Maple Grove, I mean, obviously we still got some time to go, but you like the way they're closing things. They're
Yes.
just kind of squeezing the life of this one and not celebrating that 2-0 lead. They're still playing just as hard or harder.
Yeah, they know that this Champlin Park team.
Ooh, here's an opportunity
Whoa.
and a goal.
Boy, that was
Ben
quick.
Pullen popping that one home.
Boy, that one really developed quickly. You see the Crimson faithful fans.
And there's been, a little too many of these type of opportunities
Yep.
in the second half if you're the Rebels, that where a turnover has led to a pretty open look at the net, and Ben wasn't going to miss that one as he pumped it home.
No, he wasted no time at all turning and made that shot.
4th goal of the season for him. Watch Toure here. And then it was knocked away by a defender, but right to him.
Boom.
Just kind of unfortunate if you're Champlin Park. I mean, the defender's just making a play on the ball, and it
Right.
happened to go right to a Crimson player. But good place to be, right place, right time there for Ben to step in and be ready to rip that shot.
Okay, now Champlin Park has got to get moving. They have to get across midfield so they can get some of that momentum back.
Past Dorn, Bersham, Miller sending it ahead. In there now is Emmaus Olsen, number 11, as well for the Crimson. Now when you get to 3-0, I think you feel comfortable, subbing just about any spots out there too. Another look at that last goal as Toure had it knocked away, but it really functioned just as well as if that were a pass directly to him.
Right.
Play it back to Yeager here. And he just had to get rid of that one. Actually played a good ball up to Joe, but then knocked away by the Crimson again. Olsen there finding Noah Hughes, who's in there as well, 34. That'll be a foul against Maple Grove, though. Sent long up the side. Miller's going to get there first. Maple Grove really playing with a lot of confidence. I mean, they have been all game long, but right now it's just everything's rolling for them.
Yet the momentum is on their side, and Champlin Park's a little bit tired.
Pulling out that last goal, and he will draw a corner kick out of it. Again, a good, smart play. There was nothing he was going to be able to do with that ball. Might as well just knock it out off the shins of the defender. Merritt coming back in here for Maple Grove as they look to build on a 3-0 lead. Another impressive performance. They're going to hit double digits in wins here tonight. And with the length of a Minnesota high school season, to get to double digits at all by the end of the year even is pretty good.
Right.
And they're going to be there 10 for 10. Out front, Stiles getting a header on that one. It's going to be another corner on the other side, and we saw it again there with Yeager. He was looking right into the sun. He was relieved that that ball was headed by his defender, even though it turns into another corner. This way, he's not looking at the sun.
Right.
Hooked all the way through, and I don't think anybody got a piece of that one, so we'll get a goal kick here for Champlin Park. But again, some more time goes off. Maple Grove really has seized control of this one completely with those 2 second-half goals coming just about 8 minutes apart, or not quite 8 minutes apart. Sano able to play it ahead to himself. Now chipping it to the middle. Oh, it's overrun by both guys. Now a follow-up crack at it. That one blocked by Bersham. And sent ahead by the Crimson. I think Kamvangsuk might be cramping up a little bit. Race back the other way. Stiles gets in to break it up, but I think it'll be a corner.
Nope, goal kick.
Goal kick.
It's close.
Doing battle there with Noah Hughes. And that one is blocked down. Hughes up with it, steps around the defender. Hughes shooting, it's deflected, but it'll still get in for a goal. 4-0 Crimson as Noah Hughes buries it. Hughes, a guy maybe doesn't get all as much playing time as some, and he's excited to be able to put that one in. First goal as a senior, able to score it. He made a really nice move here. I mean, obviously the ball deflecting by his teammate got him started, but watch this move around the defender. And then it's still deflected but gets in.
Yeah, then that may have blocked the path for the keeper.
Yeah, it was one where
interference.
Yeah, Jaeger might wish, well, you really can't say for sure whether he would have saved it or not, even without the deflection, but
it certainly would have changed the direction. At any rate, 4-0 Maple Grove is cruising now.
Brady Hicks having a discussion with the official here, and not sure exactly what the discussion would have been on. I guess on that play, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary really, but Miller will sub out now.
Let's watch the deflection.
Yeah, it certainly made the ball change direction and gave the keeper no chance, but I mean, you don't fault a defender for doing his best to try and block that either.
Well, absolutely. It just happened to be deflected the wrong way.
And like we said, there's certainly a possibility that shot would have went in anyway.
Right.
It was a pretty darn close-in shot for Jaeger to try and save. Even without the deflection.
Yeah, he had some mustard on it.
Knocked out. It'll be a throw for Champlin Park. Not really sure what the discussion was afterward. I mean, safe to say, I think Brady Hicks feels like there have been some, fouls that could have been called that weren't earlier, and it might have been from that. We're going to see a new goalkeeper for Champlin Park. Nathan Bergman is going to come in, number 0, and it looks like we're going to see a goal change at the other end as well after the next opportunity here, as Xander Waldrum is awaiting his opportunity to go in for the Crimson. This one kind of got away from Champlin Park in a hurry down the stretch, it feels like. I mean, they were, I would say they were being outplayed, but hanging in very much when it was 1-0 for that long stretch. But Crimson just kept coming. Jobe up the right side here. I'm sorry, Jones. Jones will shoot that one, and Steen out to pounce on it. Steen might get his last opportunity to play it right there, is because his teammate's getting ready to check in for him. Be a throw here for Maple Grove, and I think they're going to allow the subs now.
Substitution for the Crimson.
Yeah, so Sarkla will come back in, and then in goal, it'll be Waldrum. Osteen coming out here with about 10:45 to go, and his team ahead 4-0. So each team making a goalie switch. I don't know.
Give him some playing time.
Yeah, we talked about for a long time in this game. It didn't feel like we were going to see both goalies going out and all these, because it was staying fairly tight. But some of those chances that Maple Grove was getting, though, you start to think, well, eventually this is going to catch up to Champlin Park, and that's ultimately what happened. Oof, again, a little dangerous with that back pass. Hallberg's up with it here. Here's Hughes. Gamachi's had it jabbed away by Sano. Sano's cutting it upfield. Another collision there.
Sano's hobbling a little bit.
Duel breaking that one up. Right down to the foot of Hughes. Of course, Champlin Park kind of pushing up more, so there's some space to work with when they get a turnover like that. Hughes trying to get that ball back from Job. And now here comes Sano. Gamachis meets him. They might have went knee to knee there. They're both kind of hobbling.
Sano has really been taking a beating physically.
Another sub is Cody Lockett's coming in here for Maple Grove.
Into the match for the Crimson, number 33.
Odie Nelson is also in there. He came in at the last opportunity, I think. Amachis was a little bit shaken up, so he comes out. Played well tonight. Called his name a lot. Hallberg with the throw in here for Maple Grove. 4-0 Crimson. 3 goals in the second half, really putting this one away. And looking to improve themselves to 10-0 heading into Saturday. Flick to the front here, and then that one sent high in the air and will get out. Another throw coming for Maple Grove. Crimson trying to serve that one back in. Comes free over to Hughes, trying to step between a couple. Down he goes, and then Lockett's was trying, or Nelson was trying to get a shot. Played to the outside, now Maple Grove. They want to be careful not to turn it over here, and that's exactly what happens. And knocked away from Sano.
You called it.
The elbow came up a little bit there. Here's a shot, and it's just over the net. And we're going to have a stop and maybe a yellow card, I think. Nelson got knocked down, or Hughes rather got knocked down, and I think that was a little bit of a frustration. Forearm or elbow up from Stiles. So he'll get a yellow card. Bergman, the sophomore goalkeeper, will take this goal kick. Again, he just came in moments ago for Jaeger. So now up the right side. Knocked loose, and Bersham will loft it ahead. Hughes spinning to try and get to it. They'll play it back to Bergman. Takeaway here. And that call will go against Champlin Park. A little bit of a jersey tug, it looked like. So free kick here for the Crimson. Again, watch for the girls' game between the Rebels and Crimson. We see their teams warming up here, getting set for the second of our doubleheader this evening. Knocked out of there, but then a follow-up try. Bergman will scoop it up as Cody Lockett's put that one on goal. And we'll get a throw for the Crimson.
Substitution for the Crimson.
More changes for Maple Grove here. Crimson finishing a substitution here, so they'll throw it back in. This will be another Maple Grove throw. Ooh, nice spin to the middle there. Nelson stepping in. Olsen will give it back for Nelson. Little return there, but that one hammered out. Bersham will swing it across to Miller. Spin back to the outside here by Adekunle, and he can't quite catch up to it though. So goal kick here for Champlin Park. And they'll turn it over briefly. Rebels get it back though. A little too much dribbling and it's taken away. Back out for Duel. He'll let it fly, and that one up and over the top. Goal kick upcoming. Duel, I think, asking was that ball deflected by the defender, but officials say no. And the fact is, when you're the team leading 4-0, you're probably not as likely to get that call either, right?
No, you're not.
Over to Duel. Ooh, and they just failed. I was going to be offside anyway. I was going to say it looked a little too open there for Nelson. Champlin Park will be at home Saturday as they host Rogers. And as we mentioned, Maple Grove has Andover coming here. Boy, the season goes quick. I was looking at the results this afternoon, Sig, and you realize, wow, we're actually kind of heading down the home stretch of the regular season already. It feels like it just started.
I know.
Across to Bersham. brings that ahead as Sano was hoping to steal a back pass. Big battle for it here. Rebels able to get it out, and now Sano picking it up. Dorn stepping in, back for Sano. Kambangsuk will rotate it out left. Jab loose there by Adekunle, and he comes up with it. 2-on-2 as he races up that right side, and then it'll roll to Bergman. Bergman booting it up the middle there. So we're under a minute to play now in the contest. No drama on this one down the stretch as Maple Grove putting it away with 3 goals in the second half. Sano dropping it back to Job. Nice fight for it there, and a takeaway. Sarkala.
Maple Grove still attacking.
That shot denied. Follow-up opportunity though, and Bergman a save on Olsen's grip. And then Nelson intercepting. Final seconds will tick down here. And so Maple Grove now 10-0 after an impressive 4-0 win over Champlin Park as they put it away, as I said, with 3 in the second half. 4 different goal scorers tonight as well, which has kind of been their MO this season. Hope you've enjoyed the boys contest. Again, watch for the girls game between the Rebels and the Crimson as well. That'll do it for this one. For Sig Ligry and our CCX crew, I'm Jay Wilcox. 4-0 Maple Grove, our final in the boys game.